Amul stood as 15th most valuable food brand in the world as per Brand Finance Food and Drink 2021 survey. In 2020, Amul was at number 18. Nestle and Yili remained as top two brands. Amul has preceded Lindt and followed up Arla in this list. Amul stood at number 5th position in top 10 most valuable dairy brands in the world. Yili and Danone remained as number 1 and 2 in that list. Amul is also selected as 4th strongest food brand with Nestle, Hershey, Britannia and Vinamilk making the top 5 along with Amul. Major cosmetics and food brands have the highest reputation on average, a reminder of the enduring value of a strong brand. Some of the top performers are over a century old. The positive reputation of global giants such as Johnson's, Dove, Danone and in some markets, Nestle have been matured and refreshed over long periods. Local favorites such as Bimbo in Mexico and Amul in India show that they can match their global counterparts. To conserve indigenous breeds of cattle like Gir, Kankre, Sahiwal and Ongole, the National Institute of Animal Biotechnology NIAB has developed India's first cattle genomic chip, IndiaGov. These low-density SNP chips will also play an important role in trait detection like high milk yield or heat tolerance. The chip was officially inaugurated by Union Minister of State for Science and Technology Dr. Jitendra Singh. This chip technology will help in the selection of high-yielding cattle and improvement of characteristics. With 11,496 markers, IndiaGov is touted as the largest cattle chip in the world, more than that placed on 777K Illumina chips of US and UK breeds. This chip will have practical utility in the implementation of government schemes to achieve the goal of conservation of our native breeds with better characteristics. Government has announced a Rs 12,400 crore outlay for the remission of duties and taxes on exported products RODTEP export promotion scheme. The Commerce Department announced on August 17 that new export refund schemes would cover 8,555 tariff lines or individual merchandise products traded by India internationally. The government is betting on the scheme a long time in the coming to make India's export more competitive in the global arena. The tax refund rates revealed by the Commerce Department show that exporters will be given tax refunds in the range of 0.5 to 4.3%. All the products from dairy sectors have been kept at lowest limit of 0.5% under this scheme. Currently, India has huge stocks of milk powder and butter, so keeping higher refund rates on exports could have supported the dairy sector. The government had announced the RODTEP after the Merchandise Exports from India scheme MEIS, India's foremost export incentive scheme, till then was ordered to be shut down by the World Trade Organization WTO. Despite the setbacks suffered by dairy farmers owing to the first and second waves of COVID-19 during the past 2 years, the Ernakulam Regional Cooperative Milk Producer Union targets selling a record 13 lakh litres of milk, 80,000 kg of curd and 172 tons of clarified butter during the Onam season. Milma has also contributed clarified butter to the 80 lakh food kits containing essentials being distributed by the state government as part of the Onam celebrations. Besides, the milk cooperative is also offering a combine of dairy products worth Rs 385 at Rs 300 as part of the Onam season, concessions being extended to people. The milk cooperative has increased the production of Freedom Peda, milk pedas for the Independence Day celebrations after their demand saw a considerable increase. Over 8 lakh Freedom Pedas are being made available in the Ernakulam region. The Bureau of Indian Standards BIS Quality Control Order on tin plates issued in April will affect India's metal packaging industry of around Rs 5,000 crores. The draft steel quality control order includes cold reduced electrolytic tin plate, an import component used in packing baby food, milk powder, ghee, cheese, retort dairy products, mango pulp, coffee, among other edible and non-edible items. Industry consumes around 5,50,000 tons of tin milk products, tin plate, tin free steel, etc., of which about 60% is prime and 40% non-prime. Domestic availability is about 325,000 tons and the balance is imported from different countries such as Japan, Korea, Brazil, Europe, USA, China, Venezuela, etc. The firms in these countries follow rigorous global quality control orders, and since we do not import large quantities, they will not take pains to get BIS certification. There is a likelihood of increase in prices of these tin cans, which will impact the competitiveness of tin products as compared to other packaging material. Perfect Day, based in California, advocates for dairy-free products free from animal exploitation. They aim to ethically produce milk using a cow's gene and reproducing it using a fungus. The firm is already selling ice cream and cheese. At the end of 2021, it plans to sell cream cheese. The company isolated the gene for whey protein in cow's milk and introduced it to a fungus. When the mushroom is grown in fermentation tank, it produces whey protein, which is then filtered and dried into a powder that is used in products like cheese and ice cream. Biomedical and chemical engineer Rayan Pandya and biomedical engineer Perumal Gandhi founded Perfect Day in 2014. As per Pandya, the product is better for the environment where greenhouse gases are concerned. By removing cows from the equation, milk production is much more efficient. The production of Perfect Day's milk results in a 97% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions when compared with conventional dairy products. According to figures from non-profit organization The Good Food Institute, $590 million were invested in fermented alternative proteins in 2020 alone. Global dairy price index increased by 0.3% on 17th of August and touched $3,827 per metric ton. Anhydrous milk fat with an increase of 1.5% reached to $5,791 per metric ton. Butter with an increase of 4% reached to $4,771 per metric ton. Cheddar cheese increased by 2.8% to reach at $4,184 per metric ton. Lactose remains unchanged at $1,097 per metric ton. Skim milk powder increased by 1.1%, reached to $3,052 per metric ton, and whole milk powder got reduced to minus 1.5% at a level of $3,552 per metric ton.
Thanks for watching Daily News 7x7 channel with news update from last 7 days. To continue receiving update from this channel, I, Kuldeep Sharma, request you to subscribe this channel and share and like the video. And also, don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.